For those of us at home who might not know anything about Speak Your Piece, tell us a little bit about it.
Speak Your Piece 2 is basically the second part of a series of things that come from Project Safe Neighborhood. The content is about anti-gun violence and anti-gang violence specifically, and they're very, very clear about that. Not anti-guns, because guns are just inanimate objects, but anti-gun violence. And it's very important that those two themes are highlighted. It can be one or the other, or a combination of the two themes put together. Some students may also, as opposed to speaking directly towards anti-gun violence or anti-gang violence, they choose to go in an indirect way and go on a more positive topic and speak about proactive things that are happening.
Say I'm a 16-year-old student. What would I have to do to enter my poem into the contest?
Okay, well, the deadline is March 5th, and basically what's supposed to happen is the student writes their poem, and they would then have to audio record their poem, and it has to stay under 3 minutes long when spoken out. So it's the written version, the audio version, and they can do the audio version in one or two ways. They can either do it at their own location where they record themselves and save it as an MP3, or they can go to the Curriculum Center, but they have to call first and set up an appointment with Val Peterson on St. Thomas and the appropriate person on St. Croix in the Curriculum Center, do their recording there, get their recording, and then they can email both the written and audio version through the Speak Your Piece website, or they can send them through the P.O. Box.
Now, I know you can't give a lot away, but can you tell us a little bit about what these judges are going to be looking for in these entries?
Okay, the judging is going to be done by a combination of people both in the territory and some away. What we specifically didn't want to do was video record, although originally we had that idea because we were trying to keep it as fair as possible and to take out all stereotypes and all other things. We just wanted to hear the voice and the message and keep it that simple. So the voice and the message will be sent via email to the judges, and the judges will have a certain criteria that we've agreed on to go through, and then they'll send their responses via email. The criteria will be based on the message. How clear is the message, and how closely related is it to the theme? That's definitely one of the criteria. Of course, the clarity in the voice, the professionalism, if you will. Also, how creative the author, the little poet, is in what they're writing. And those are a few of what we're going to deal with in terms of criteria.
So after visiting the website, I noticed this contest seems to be aimed at students in school. So my question to you is, do you have to be enrolled in either a public or private school to enter?
The age categories are pre-K through 3rd grade, 4th through 6th grade, 7th and 8th as one category, and then the high school 9th through 12th. The children do not need to be attending school, and that's something that's different from Speak Your Piece 2 as was Speak Your Piece 1. What we wanted to do is give the opportunity for any child within these age ranges to participate, because any of them could be influential in their peers. So they might be homeschool children, there may be children that are attending after-school programs, so then they would submit through their after-school program and not their school. There may be children that are in the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts, and children who are in other weekend programs. Also, we are including the children who are at the Youth Rehabilitation Center on St. Croix.
So let's talk about the good stuff. What can these young poets win?
Well, the first 100 entries will receive the Speak Your Piece t-shirt. The remainder, who are going to be the 8 finalists, will each receive a Speak Your Piece backpack. Also, they're going to receive gift certificates to bookstores, both on the St. Thomas side and on the St. Croix side, in addition to an autographed signed poetry book from an acclaimed author who's going to be a surprise. In addition to that, the grand prize, which will be for all 8 finalists, will be the Amazon International Kindle. Now, the schools or organization sites will also receive a plaque that will have the picture of the individual and whichever administrator from the organization chooses to, so that they can have up on their wall showing that they participated and actually won the contest. What people can look for is this flyer. because this is the flyer that's being circulated right now around the schools and around the community and around the different organizations and after-school programs and clubs. On the front of the flyer, you have the basic rules, the contact information, and on the back, there's the entry form, which also states the rules, the prizes, and everything else you would need to know. The same thing is available on the website.
So if you'd like to speak your piece, put it in poetry and go to speakyourpiecevi.com. And don't wait too long. The deadline is March 5th. I'm Gina Ninemire for Channel 8 News.